we're moving into this ideology where water is not a thing that we ought to be fighting, because water is typically associated with floods.
Yeah.
But then that's not the only impact of water. Water can have a very tranquil and a great living experience if you
absolutely
if you enhance your interactions. And I've worked on schemes where a scheme came to us and it was interesting. They had a very big pond, on it, and a discharge several 100 meters away. Looked at it and said, okay, can we not incorporate play areas into this pond? And instead of discharging several 100 meters away, if we put deep bored soakaways at the bottom of what would have been the pond, it means that we ended up with 6 deep bored soakaways sinking into the aquifer, but we then terraced, in terms of levels, the pond itself, which meant that the play areas, if your storm event was 30-year storm event, only a small portion will be in water, but the rest will still be available to play. And we had the play equipment and so forth lodged in there, which means that when it's not raining and it's dry, it's just a grass lawn. People can actually, if it's a sunny day, you can actually come and lie on the banks of what is the detention basin. But if it's not wet, and if the storm event is not that big, then the water just goes straight into the soakaways. But it's looking at how can you maximize function and use, and how can you create opportunity with your water assets as well. And it's those concepts that then enhance how we interact with water. Another approach that I've used is looking at the downstream use of water. If you've got a development that's high up and you've got allotments at the bottom, it makes sense to me to use that pond at the top, even if it's crates, to supply water to the allotments at no cost to anybody, by simply opening a tap and using gravity to get the water there. It's those principles and looking for those opportunities that create that relationship with water and that interaction. And once people see it from that point of view, that water is something that you're not going to do everything within your power to get rid of it, is looking at you're going to try and do everything within your power to enhance its utility and the function of the infrastructure associated with water. That's when it becomes something that that we can all incorporate within our design, be it in cityscape or in greenbelt sites.